When the trial started, I wasn't sure whether the murderer should get the death penalty or life. But after listening to all of the details, it was most certainly, for me, the death penalty. You are pure evil. On Tuesday, the 13th of February, 2018, I shared my last meal with Helena. She was radiant. And do you know what she said to me? She said, "Thank you, Mummy. Delicious, Mummy. Thank you. Thank you." Her praise was superfluous. It was as though it was a lifetime of thank yous that she was saying to me that evening. And yes, dinner was exceptionally good. It was really good. So I can only say thank you to God above, because my angel was going to be put to sleep. That's all I can say. Helena was part of the first priority club at Douglas. So she was a lovely girl. She was an angel to me. How many children say thank you these days to their parents? How many kids said thank you to their parents last night? How many kids do that these days? Did you thank your mother? Did you thank your mother, the murderer, for pulling you out of what could have been a life of poverty, a sordid life? No, you beat on your mother. You beat her. Before Helen's dad left for work, she would always say, "Bye, Daddy. Love you, Daddy." In the morning she left for school, she said, "Bye, Mummy. Love you." And she skipped off. And my last text from Helena was a smiley face. Just one of those smiley faces with the hearts. Because I had given her a cookie from Target stores. We love Target. It was a soft fondant cookie. It was huge, and it had just the hearts, just like the emoji that she sent me. That was her acknowledgement to me. That was her love thrown back to me, saying, "Thank you, Mum. Thank you for throwing that in there on Valentine's Day." That was the last text that I received from my daughter. And this is what I have to say about the Broward school system. Helena, this is a repeat from what I said before. As Helena's mother, I was most impressed by her wisdom and her strength of character. As a young girl, she received a perfect score in her end-of-year math test, and she was told by her teacher, "You'll be in the gifted class the following year." And funnily enough, the teacher was Asian, from the continent of India, Pakistan. And she said, "You were a wonderful student, excellent results, and you will be in the gifted class for the next academic year." However, the following academic year, Helena came home and she complained, "I'm not in the gifted class, Mummy." So I told her, "We'll go and find out." So we had a meeting, a conference with the principal, and there was no logical reason given. The principal said, she could have got a fluke on her test. Or perhaps you've even sort of cheated by guiding her towards, I don't know what her reasons were. There was no logical reason from the principal. So, the following year, Helena stepped up and achieved another perfect score. So I was surprised, and I just celebrated with her, gave her a cupcake. Fantastic work, Helena, I said. So we went to the conference, and on the way out, we met one of her friends and the mothers, and she was ecstatic. Her daughter had done well. Not 100% on the test, but a great score. And when I went into the conference, I waited to hear what the teacher had to say. And she never mentioned it. So when Helena came out, she said, "Mummy, what did the teacher say? What did the teacher say?" Because that was Helena. She loved to step it up. If you tried to knock her down, she would step it up. Yes, a girl at that young age. And I said, "The teacher didn't mention it, Helena. The teacher didn't mention your excellent results." So I promised Helena, I said, "I'll take care of you, because my job is to make sure that you're an all-rounder. You're beautiful on the outside and you're beautiful on the inside, and you do the best to the best of your ability." And I could see that she was immersed in a school system that did not want to promote well-behaved, hard-working, conscientious, black, brown, or biracial children. And Helena, she gained her rightful spot in the gifted class. But then she surprised me again. She said, after only a few weeks of being in this class, "Mum, this is not the gifted class. This is not. The children don't understand. The children just talk. The children are popular kids. It's not the gifted class." And this perplexed me, because growing up in England, we were always encouraged to do our best. In fact, there were many children from our school, many successful, and many from many different backgrounds. And one was the incredibly talented Sir David Ajajaye, who graduated from the very same high school that I attended. He is the lead design architect of the African American Museum in Washington, D.C. Just imagine the loss if his spirit was crushed when I went to school. Our teachers encouraged us. Doesn't matter what race, what class, we were just encouraged to do our best and encouraged to shine. And Helena and I visited that museum, and Helena declared, "There's so much to see. We must return to the museum to see it all." And sadly, this will never happen. Never happen. And then this statement was, let's see if there's anything else. Yeah. So now I'll move on to the Broward Sheriff's Office. And Vincent Ramsay pretty much said the first part. "I lost Helena, my daughter, on my birthday. And we should have been out, celebrating, laughing, enjoying dinner, just doing the usual birthday celebrations. And we spent hours fruitlessly searching nearby hospitals for Helena, because we were told that she was injured. Someone had mistaken her for Samantha Grady, which was often the case. So we thought she was injured, so we braced ourselves for the worst. And then we went to the North Broward General Hospital, the main hospital. And we asked for our daughter. I mean, the whole family was searching for our daughter. And when we were at the hospital, just by looking at the response, they knew our daughter had died. But they sent us to the Marriott. They sent us to the Marriott Centre. And we feel that they should have told us at the hospital, because the hospital is equipped with conference rooms, chapels, equipped to tell people the passing of their loved ones. Instead, we were sent to a Marriott. And let me tell you, we were waiting there for hours and hours and hours, listening to the screams and the howling of all the other families. All of my family was there that night. And we found out, because I have friends at the hospital in Broward, that you were in the hospital. You were being taken care of while our loved ones lay dead. You were, as far as I can see, continuing your ploy, the start of your ploy for your illness or whatever it was. Instead of taking care of us, they were taking care of you. And we will never forget that night. The screams, the howling. And yes, I quote, "It was not an effing pizza party." One of the families screamed. It was not an effing pizza party. You kept us there. And my family was there until about 3 a.m. that morning that we left. We were the last family to be looked at. Someone came over to us and they said, "How many families are here?" There was only one family, my family, the black family, left until the end. And this is what I have to say to the sheriff's office, because this is how black people are treated. When people say Black Lives Matter, it's how we are treated. I was asked by a reporter, would the shooter have been killed if he was black? And I had to stand there and think about that. I had to think about that, because it's not that simple. The shooter, if he was black, would not have made it past the gate, because that's the response. It's an aggressive response. He would have been stopped before he entered the gate. So I couldn't have said he would have been shot. No, I can say the response would have been different. And this is how we are treated. Same with the Broward schools. My daughter didn't get her acknowledgement. Same with the Broward Sheriff's Office. My family, all of my family, were there until 3 a.m. while you were in the hospital with your fake illness, with your ploy. And that is what I have to say. Because when I sat down with the principal at Broward School, it was whatever. She just did whatever she wanted to do. She didn't follow the rules. And when we sat in the Marriott Hotel, it was the black family, all herded together, left until the end. And that's the change that needs to happen. People keep going on about affirmative action in colleges. I've been here 20 years. Has anything changed? Very little. It's not in your face, but we still need positive action. We still need positive action. So you took away an angel that day. That could have made a difference in society. And that's all I have to say today. Thank you. Thank you.